Peace YouTube. Your boy Justin Shabazz back with another video. Enjoying this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Hope all is well with the family. Just want to, come to the family and talk about a couple things real quick. I don't know if you guys knew about this bomb train, that explosion that happened in Ohio. I believe it was in the suburbs with a big explosion, but I'm going to play the article as I usually do and then come back with the commentary.
Where residents of East Palestine are living the real-life version of the Oscar-nominated Netflix movie some helped make when they were extras in that film.
Bomb train in Ohio sickens residents. I think the movie's called White Noise.
Trailer for White Noise, about a suburban community that faces a so-called
signal going out. Freaking phone. Basically,
airborne toxic event after a train wreck causes a
chemical spill. And basically they were saying that people were sick. People were people had toxins in their skin, or in their they inhaled toxins, and they had issues with their respiratory system. And there was a train derailment. So I don't know. It's just like they said it was fish died, animals died, people got sick, their throat. And the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, said that it released more chemicals than they first assumed. So meaning this is like catastrophic life events. And people are gonna later on probably have cancer, or probably have type of internal diseases where they might even be fatal. And I mean, accidents happen, but it's like there's got to be something that should have been done to prevent measures like this, where you got just residents sick, residents complaining of sore throats because of a government mishap. Once again, it's unbelievable, right? And then other thing I was going to speak on is this article I was reading about in Las Vegas, about Las Vegas. The police department, once again, in this urban city school, was restraining a kid because a kid was recording them. So he restrained him. So my thing is, if the cops are put there to protect and serve, they can't be the aggressor of all these situations, because it looks like most of the time they're the aggressor. If you look at, then you got, people don't realize the police department, their badge that you see, it is resemblance of the overseers, the slave patrol, the slave catcher. Back in the days when the slaves would try to escape and run, they would have the collaborators plus the overseers, aka slave patrols, to go back and look for the slaves. You know what I mean? And the badge that you see in the police department, any police station, whether it's the RPD, LAPD, Memphis PD, MPD, Houston HPD, whatever department, that badge is very eerie symbolic to that slave patrol badge. Is it a coincidence? No, because you remember, the slaves were, property of slave masters. And in these times and days, just the wordplay is different. You know what I mean? Because in the Constitution, the Black Code laws, we 3/4 human beings. So we're still property in their eyes. We are still, melanated people are property of Europeans. So they feel that the police supposed to be the aggressor all the time when it comes to us, because that's part of their white supremacy system, is they use their race soldiers to fight against mainly us. They never be the aggressor against Europeans. They never attack. You hardly ever see them go out with guns drawn, being the aggressor when it comes to white people and just straight gunning them down barbarically. You don't see that as much. You see mainly them being the aggressor when it comes to melanated people, because that's in the nature of their race soldiers. And remember, in 1669, you had the Casual Killing Act, which was black people were dying at such a high pace from the slave masters, from the mistresses, even other black people was killing, the collaborators were killing blacks at such a high rate. They had to pass a law called the Casual Killing Act, because that was to not penalize and punish Europeans and collaborators for killing off slaves and just melanated people, period. Look it up. I'll put it on the post. The Casual Killing Act. So end of the day, we already know that they, are race soldiers and they are the aggressors, and they work for the so-called slave masters, aka the Europeans. They never the aggressor when it comes to them. You always see, for the most part. Have a beautiful weekend, though. I just want to bring that to people's attention, and just look at how they did. Rest in peace, Therese Nichols. But look how they portrayed the cops, the black cops who ultimately killed Therese Nichols. They were just living out the white supremacy system that they've been trained to live out. You know what I mean? When you've been taught to hate anything that looks like yourself, when you have self-hatred, you're going to go out and, harm anyone that looks like you or resembles that system. But also, you're going to get paid an extra fee, or you're going to get a pat in the back for taking out one of your own when it comes to this system. You know what I'm saying? Like Ice Cube and Ice Cube and KRS-One said about the black cop. Black cop always showing out going hard for the white cop, thinking they're going to get a pass, thinking they're going to get a token appreciation. At the end of the day, you just a sellout fool, and you're going to be thrown away in the garbage when they're done like a rag, like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So come back with a new video. I want to just have, like I said, everybody have a beautiful day, beautiful evening. I got a live coming up soon, and great more videos and content. Proton always called exposed. You already know your boy Justice Shabazz. Gia, I'm out.